like a story of love.
Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Trix and I make content about philosophy, music, documentaries, mostly personal ones, and creative art like digital art and graphic design and stuff like that. I'm also doing a lot of spirituality and theology and things. If you like these kind of topics, go ahead and subscribe or like, or that would support me. And welcome to today. In today's vlog, I want to talk about how it is to travel with autism, because that is kind of a challenge, to be honest. No matter what kind of, your level of function in your autism, it is a challenge. I don't like the labels high and low functioning, so I won't use them. But no matter of how the autism affects you, it is a challenge, and I want to talk about it. And I want at the same time to make a vlog and show what I have been up to the last couple of months, the last couple of weeks, maybe a month. I don't know when I posted a vlog last time, but I think it was maybe a few weeks ago or a month. Anywho, let's continue. I'm very excited for this, and my hair I'm just realizing that my hair has grown a lot. When I look at my old videos, I have much shorter hair, and now the hair is like I can't really fit it into the frame. So just a side note, nobody cares, but I care. But I will explain it later why I care about the hair, because it has to do with my medication. And I continue with showing you a little overview of what you're going to see. So let's look on an overview of what this video is about, because I like it structured because of my autism. The first part of this little personal documentary style vlog is going to be about me and my family traveling to Stockholm in Sweden, and how that was a challenge due to my autism and also other health challenges, such as living with very severe arthritis. And the second part of this vlog is going to be about how it really is when you want to do so much more but you can't due to your health conditions and your autism, and how it is balancing what you want and what you can't do and what you can do, and ultimately having a job and a working life versus not having a job or a working life, and what you can do to find meaning instead, and how you can work part-time, and all my thoughts about all of that. Part 1, Stockholm. So I live in a little town near Gothenburg, so it's about 7 to 8 hours traveling to Stockholm with car, and it was hard for me. It was really hard. And what was hard was not the destination or what we did in Stockholm. It was due to changes in schedule and just that my routines were changed. I had my own cabin though, and my parents had another cabin, so I had my space and I could go and have some time alone when I needed to, and that was very good and necessary. Traveling when you have autism and other physical health problems is though necessary and is developing you as a person, because you need to work on yourself as well as doing it your way. It's important to remember that you're not stuck in your diagnosis and you need to try to work on yourself, but there is a compromise and you can you can do things if you make it customizable and if you make it work for you, and if you can compromise with everything around you in some way or another. I mean, there has to be some way for a person to work on themselves and develop, but it isn't black and white, and there is a middle ground. You can work on yourself and at the same time doing that in a way that is safe for you. For me, it can be to be creative even if I'm traveling. I was bringing my computer and my iPad and I was filming and I was creating art and music, and that was comforting to me. But I still did all the things we were supposed to do, like visiting all the places we had planned to visit and hanging out together, eating together, just enjoy ourselves as a family. I did all the planned things, the things we had compromised to do, but I also had my own space to do my things because that was needed for me to come along to begin with this trip. It's nothing wrong with doing things you are comfortable with and going back and forth between uncomfortable things and new things and familiar things. That's my advice for anyone, not just autistic people, but for anyone that has problem with change. I also want to talk a little bit about my physical health. And I have rheumatoid arthritis. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly in English because it's a hard word. You can just call it RA. It's a type of arthritis which is a little bit more severe than other forms, and now it has started to affect my lungs as well. I had asthma when I was a kid and a teenager, and then it kind of disappeared. But now when I have this RA diagnosis, which affects not only the joints and muscles, mostly in my case in my below my waist, in my legs and knees and stuff, it also is an autoimmune disease, and it affects also heart and lungs and sometimes the eyes, and it's a mess. It's really a mess, and that has been a challenge lately. My main treatment for this condition is these 2 injections, and one of them is the same treatment they use for treating cancer. It's chemotherapy, but in a much lower dosage. but it still causes me to lose hair sometimes. And that was why I was talking about my hair in the beginning, and I was so happy that my hair has grown and become much thicker. And I mean, stuff people take for granted are stuff, or I will say some stuff some people take for granted are stuff some people do not. Part 2. Life as an autistic freelancer. Although it's okay to be real about stuff, I want to talk about something a little bit more exciting now, and that is that I'm developing a web-based application for my music, and that is a game, or like gamified music. It's like a virtual world I have built around my music rather, and it's called KGU. KGU is how it is pronounced. I also developing this other app that is also web-based called Happiness Ninja. And as you can see on the screen, both the applications are having their own landing pages and you can visit them. And I also got my old, and here is my Dungeons and Dragons game in the background. I got my old iPad, the first or second generation iPad mini, to work to code on, and I'm very excited for be able to do that, because it had no purpose before, and now it has a purpose. So please check out my apps, and I have a gay unicorn at the top. I found this on Dollar Store for like, I think it is $2 American, I don't know. Anywho, let's move on. I'm doing a lot of what makes me happy right now, even when it comes to like more serious stuff like freelancing, like making these web apps and my digital products and my online digital shop. And no matter if it is something productive or if it's like gamified writing and Dungeons and Dragons and just playing role playing, and it doesn't really matter, because I need to have money, of course, because I need to live, but also I need to take care of myself, and that's what I'm doing right now. So this section was very small, and I'm trying to freelance as much as I can right now, and it is what it is, and it is not always very much, but it is something. Bonus section of this video is some self-care tips and general tips and some digital products from my shop. First of all, I just want to say that there is no need to purchase anything from my shop if you aren't able to, because you need to put your own needs first, and this is just for anyone who feel that they can support me, because it is a very good way to support me if you can. And I have just released my first digital planner, my first digital product that is more interactive, because it is a digital bullet journal, because I haven't seen very much of that kind of digital planners before, and I wanted to do a digital planner that is like the traditional bullet journal method, but in digital format, so I have just released that over on my shop. And now, while recording this and editing, I just realized that I have done some mistakes that I didn't see until now, and that is that I have unfortunately spelled both May, the month of May, and the month of October in Swedish. So it is a J instead of a Y in May, and it is a K instead of a C in October. And since this is a product that has like 72 pages and it's very it's a very hard job to just undo all those pages, I decided to just lower the price, and I hope this might be interesting anyway. Because outside of that mistake, I really enjoy this product and I use it myself, and I will make a video where I'm showing it more in depth. And yeah, if you still want to buy it, it's now in a much lower price because of those mistakes. And yeah, this is the real struggle of being multilingual, I guess. I'm working on several other designs as well. Yes, I put it together in Canva, although all the illustrations and graphics are completely my own. Here are some other recommendations for self-care from my digital shop. It's Notion templates and digital workbooks and such, and they are great for reflecting and just organizing your life in a healthy way. Another way for me to evolve and learn and grow in my self-care is to take courses on Domestika and Udemy and similar platforms, and it feels like learning is a part of self-care for me. Other things I do are, of course, keeping journals and commonplace notebooks, and even letter writing, both writing letter to myself and to other people. I find that very comforting, and it also helps me keep myself relaxed. Of course, there is a lot more self-care things you can do, but this is what I do for a moment, and I think this video is long enough now, so I will see you in my next one, and I hope you take care and staying safe and drinking water and all of those stuff everybody tells you. So yeah, I see you in my next video. Bye.